Hello, welcome back to a J Love video. I'm at a park, just chilling, hanging out, thinking. I am here because I just felt like this is the place where I've always think. I always come to this place just to think about stuff and everything. And I want to share a video with you guys about happened recently at a coffee shop. It was pretty powerful. It was pretty crazy. It might get emotional. It was just a powerful moment in that place, in that right time where I was there at the coffee shop. Just to let you guys know, it might be a little bit loud because they're doing an Easter egg hunt thing. So I'm going to try to be loud, clear. But I should be done before it starts. But so I'll let you know. Anyway, so last week I was in a coffee shop thinking about life, thinking about things, thinking about decisions to make, which way to go, how to do it, how to figure out what I want in life. And I was sitting there and I was drinking a coffee, just minding my own business. And two people came into the coffee shop. There were a couple, husband and wife, and they looked at me, kind of like stared at me for a little bit. And so I was kind of like, what's wrong? And the wife told the husband her order, and then she walked over to the table I was at, and she goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "Jeremy." And she goes, "You look so familiar. I don't know where I would know you from, where I would know how I met you or anything." And I walked in and I just saw you, or me and my husband saw you, and you just really highlighted us when we walked in, because they were praying before they came that God will give them somebody to sit down and talk to. And I'm just like, what? This coffee shop that I never go to, you guys. I don't even go to a coffee shop, really. I only go to, hang out with people, meet with people. And I don't go to coffee shops. And so, but I've been in this coffee shop a lot, just to let you know. And so I go, "Yeah, I'm Jeremy. I preach at youth groups, some college groups. I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, so I don't know where you would, see me." And she goes, "You're from Cali? You're from California?" And I said, "Yeah, born in Hayward and raised in Napomo. And yeah, been in this area forever." So she goes, "Okay." And then her husband walks over. And he goes, "Honey, have you figured it out?" And she goes, "No, I'm trying to figure it out." He does YouTube. He preaches at youth groups and all these things. And we were thinking, and all of a sudden a big cloud of boom popped up. She goes, "What youth groups have you preached at?" And I said, Pleasant Hill, Tahoe. I said them opposite. I said a lot of them, LA. And she goes, "LA." And I go, "Yeah, I've done quite a few in LA." And I said the church that I preached at. She goes, "Bingo." She goes, "Now we know who you are." And I said, "Really?" She goes, You gave your testimony, and then you started preaching about how to love and everything. And our daughter was there, and my son and their friends were there." And I said, "Oh, really? Okay." And I said, and they were like, "They're the one that started talking," and you were like, "I don't like when people talk in my messages when I'm talking." And I said, "Oh, now I know." It was crazy. The point of the story was, they sat down across from me. They said, "Oh, can we sit down with you?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "When we walked in, we really felt pain. We really felt you don't know what's going on. You don't have clarity answers. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, crazy, guys. And we feel like people are attacking you. And the crazy part is, I was hanging out with someone on Monday, and they said to me that you have a lot of things getting thrown at you. And a couple days later, here these guys, pastor, husband and wife, they're pastors, but hold on, a husband and wife, saying to me. And I'm like, wait, what? And I had to figure out, like, what was really going on, and how can I get rid of this, and how I don't want to have this in my life. And they started talking to me, and their husband goes, yeah, we're pastors now in LA, and so if God's willing, they're gonna have me come down and preach, possibly at their service, and possibly at youth group. They're still looking for a youth pastor, but anyway, so but yeah, he looked at me and he goes, I want you to tell me your story, and like, tell me your heart, tell me what's going on. And I said, well, first I tell you my heart, will you tell me what God showed you guys? He goes, yeah, well, yeah. And he was saying, like, the pain and all that stuff. And he goes, I feel like you don't understand why people just can't look in your heart, not look on the outside. And I just started bawling in the coffee shop. Like, I mean, not bawling, I started crying. It was so painful, hurtful. And he goes, you have to realize that a lot of people have a hard time looking in the heart. They have a hard time looking in your heart, but on the outside. They want to look on the outside before they look into the heart. And I said, yeah, I know that, you know. But when you show people your heart, when you show people who you really are, they're going to fall in love with that. They're not going to fall in love what you do on the outside. They're going to fall in love what your heart looks like. When you keep pursuing, keep understanding them, when you keep learning who your friends are, who the people are, you got to learn who they are. You have to understand who they are, not try to fix something, not to try to do something you're trying to do. You can't do that because it's not going to work. And I was like, dang, you know. And so, sorry, I got too bright. But yeah, and so I was like, dang. And they said, I want you to understand something. And I said, yeah. And I said, you are an amazing man that has so much love, so much joy. So he goes, I want you to share your story with us. We want to hear. So I started sharing my story. And they go, have you had any relationships? Talked about that. And so they were looking up my YouTube channel. Crazy story. Crazy right here. They were looking in, and they said, wow, you have a lot of videos, you know, and you're at 300, and by the way, guys, I'm at 313 subscribers. Let's go. Let's keep going, because I just want to bless people, love people, help people. And they said, awesome. And they said, well, what are you struggling with? Like, what are you having a hard time with? And I said, well, and I was like, there's a lot of things that I'm not struggling with, but I'm having a hard time with. And so I shared a story about how there's a person that kind of ruined friendship, ruined all this stuff. And they go, wow, you know, that's not, you know. They go, yeah, people that want to ruin friendship, people that want to ruin relationships, people that want to ruin that are the people that are trying to trigger the people that are doing good. And so what you have to do, you got to not let the people that are trying to trigger you try to destroy you. You got to stop it. You got to make them understand you're not going to let them tear you up. You're not going to let them tear you apart. And so, and I said, yeah, totally true. And they go, the thing you need to really do is, ask God. You got to go to Jesus every day. You got to go to God every day to ask Him, what should I do, Lord? How can I restore this? How can I not let something be ruined because of something else? Because when people try to ruin friendships, you guys, that's hard. I know a lot of you guys have gone through that, have friendships ruin you because of someone else, because they want to become a better person than you. That's not that you can't have that. You have to be a person of yourself. You got to be a person that you are, the person that you got to be. Like for me, I have to be Jeremy Miller, standing up for myself and saying, I'm not going to let this person take me down. Because you can't let people take you down. You gotta put your foot down. You gotta stand strong. You gotta say, no more. I'm not gonna allow this. And you gotta just pray for them and love on them. And you can keep praying for them all you want. But I know prayers can help. I just feel like we have to understand who we are and not let things get tore up in our lives. Here I am, just bawling, just crying, because I'm in so much pain, not because of one person, because I let myself get beat up. I let myself get teared down, and that's not me. Now here I am, back on track. Here I am saying, I'm not going to let the devil play anymore. Jesus is going to come and He's going to take over. Jesus is going to be the victorious. Jesus is a victorious person. He can help you once you let Him come into your life. When you're struggling with anything in life, when you let God come, He will help you with anything. With my disabilities, with my whatever I have going on in my life, God will help you. When you say yes, or when you say, God, I need you right now. Disability part. And so the second thing He asked me, I know this video is getting long, I'm so sorry, I'm hurrying up. He goes, you talked about how people look at you on the outside. What do you think you could do to change that? He goes, when I look at you, son, he goes, I see a person that's in love, person that's just so happy, but the inside you're not. You're ripped up, you're messed up. What do you think could change if we let? I've been looked at on the outside for so long. It messes me up. Family, friends, can we come together and start looking in the heart, not the outside? Because if you can't hang out with someone because of the outside, or if you feel like someone's looking at me, or say someone's looking at me, they're looking at me because they don't know. Maybe they're going, oh, what happened to him? People are worried about how you look on the outside, but once they look in the inside of your heart, that's where they're gonna find who you really are. Because the heart matters, not the outside. Because when you look in the heart, you're gonna see people are gonna be drawn more to the heart they are in the outside. So if you're anyone or struggling with that right now, I just want you to, I'm praying for you to understand, always look in the inside of your heart. Stop looking on the outside, because you're gonna get nowhere. When you let God work in your heart, when you let Jesus come into your heart and take that away, I don't need to go destroy people because of the outside. You want to destroy what the enemy's doing in the inside, because the enemy can mess with your heart. But do not let the enemy mess with the heart or anything. You've got to let God come and restore your heart. You've got to let God bring that healing so you can understand and see someone I want to tell you something. Encourage you guys with this. And he even told me, he was like, they were talking. He goes, always remember, when you want something or you're looking for something, always go to Jesus. You can't do it always on your own, because Jesus can help you. You can do it on your own, but with Jesus, he's going to bring the right people into your life. He's not going to bring the bad people. You don't need those trashy people. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. You don't need those people in your life to destroy you anymore. All right, I'm going to make a part 2 of this video. And so yeah, I'm going to stop right here. I just hope you guys, hope this encourages you. I hope this mentors you. And I hope you guys have an amazing, beautiful day. Till next time, J Love is out.